When attending a high-performance driving event such as a track day, there's a level of preparedness that you should maintain to ensure that everything goes smoothly. Whether it's vehicle preparation, your own safety gear, or what spares and tools to bring, there's a method to everything. So this time, I'm going to show you guys how I prepare for a track day. Let's begin by discussing vehicle prep. You may be wondering, what do I need to do to prepare my car for a track day as far as modifications? And it doesn't matter what kind of car you bring. The only modification you need to worry about is the brakes. Your road car's standard brakes are unlikely to be able to stand up to the rigors of an on-track session, especially if you drive something heavier or more powerful. So it's recommended that at the very least you upgrade to a high-temperature brake fluid that won't boil under the extreme conditions of driving on a racetrack. It's also not a bad idea to upgrade to a different compound of pad to add a little bit more stopping power as well. In my case, I'm using some ATE Type 200 high-temperature fluid and some Hawk HP Plus brake pads, both of which I like. My first time at track night, they both performed really well, the pedals stayed firm the entire session, each session, and really, I have no complaints when it comes to my brakes. With those two key modifications out of the way, the rest is up to you. In addition to vehicle modification, you also need to take into account vehicle safety, which means inspecting your car to make sure that it's not going to come apart on a racetrack and put yourself or others in danger. When registering for an event such as SCCA's Track Night in America, there's more than likely going to be one of these provided tech sheets that you should print out at home, check off as you inspect your vehicle, and turn in when you check in at the event. The tech sheet consists of basic information about yourself, your vehicle, your safety gear, brakes, wheels, tires, suspension, etc., and once you sign on the line, you're certifying that your vehicle is safe to be run on a racetrack. In the cases of events like this, your vehicle might not be inspected before getting on the racetrack, so it's up to you to make sure that it's safe both for yourself and everyone else that's out there with you. With vehicle prep out of the way, now we can discuss being prepared as a driver. What kind of gear do you need? At the very least, you're going to need an approved helmet and closed-toe pair of shoes. Some events may require you to wear long pants, like a pair of jeans, and others may be okay with shorts. If you're unsure about your particular case, just pack both. As far as helmets go, DOT-approved lids aren't going to fly at these events. You're going to need a Snell, SFI, or FIA-rated helmet, 2005 or newer. That's what's currently allowed, but I believe the days are numbered for the 2005s. Once you provide an approved helmet at driver check-in, they'll give you one of these little stickers to slap on the side, and that way in the future it'll expedite the process because everyone will know you have a helmet that's approved for that year. For shoes, anything closed-toe is welcome, but it's recommended that you get a racing shoe or something lightweight with a thinner sole so you can feel what you're doing with the pedals through the soles. Beyond that, maybe a pair of gloves, that's down to your preference. Other than that, you're pretty much set on driving gear. Last but not least, it's a good idea to show up to the track with some tools and spares on hand, just in case anything happens. You want to get a large plastic container that has enough room to hold all your things as well as keep them out of the elements. I'm going to be bringing a jack, a pair of jack stands, some paper towels, extra oil, extra brake fluid, a flashlight, tire gauge, and some tools that are applicable to my car. I brought my whole toolbox last time and that was kind of unnecessary. I want to travel light, so I'm just going to pick and choose some this time. I actually eventually want to make a nice tool roll that can stay with the car and I won't have to borrow from the toolbox, and it'll just be nice to have should I ever need to make an adjustment or fix something on the go. Oh yeah, a cooler with some healthy snacks and some cold water is highly recommended. So there you guys have it. With a safe car, a safe you, and supplies to keep you going at the racetrack, all that's left is to go out and have some fun. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one from Palm Beach International Raceway. That only took 800 bad takes to complete.